Good morning, folks. Happy Tales Tuesday. We are going to be continuing Tales of Arise Day. I suspect we're either at the very end or near the very end because a lot of these Tales get a lot of these, at least these newer Tales games. Like I think since Symphonia at least, typically have like kind of like final like evening or like day of them all the characters just like kind of hanging out and just kind of like this is like before the final battle and then just kind of sharing like just talking and hanging out and being with each other. Character name dynamic is good shit. But yeah, so we've had that. So I think we're near the end. So that might be today. It might be next time. We'll find out today, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that today. But before we begin, I am still fundraising for the LGBTQ Freedom Fund, which helps pay bail to secure the safety and liberty of individuals in jail and immigration detention. They also work to address the disproportionately high rate and harm of jailing on LGBTQ individuals, which is a tangle of discrimination and poverty. Because yeah, society likes putting us in jail and charging us a lot of money to get out, unreasonably so. So these folks help combat that. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in donating in, I have a donation button below my stream. I have a donation command, exclamation point donate, that you can see in the stream title. I also have the chat bot sharing that every 30 minutes or so. And when the stream comes up, I have a QR code in the bottom left that if you scan that with your mobile device will also help you donate. Any way you choose to do so is greatly appreciated. My chatbot also shares my Discord server link, which should work. Let me click that, make sure it actually works. Looks like it does still. Hard to say, because, yeah. It should work just fine. Alright. Let's go ahead and get going.
いつも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
Yeah, this series is very anime. It's one of my favorite things about it. It's basically like playing a fucking anime. It's been that way since the very fucking beginning too. Like the first game. Oh, there we go. Anime, the game. More like anime, the series, basically. But I am here for it. Yeah, I think we're at the very end, because usually before the end, they have like this like cutscene where all the characters kind of like just hang out and like talk with each other about like how things have gone, how they're doing, how they're feeling, and like about each other and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's good for building the characters up together for the final act or whatever kind of deal. Oh. Okay. I think we gotta do this. Yep. Blessedly, in these more modern Tales of games, they actually have like kind of like waypoint markers of like where you have to actually go for stuff, because otherwise in the older ones it's just like figure it out, and it's like exhausting. Which, I mean, I get the appeal of like not being shown everything and being led by your nose, but sometimes it's just nice to be able to play the game and do the thing without having to fucking solve a fucking mystery. I'll never tell. I'll never
tell.
tell.
What that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Oh yeah, we're in space. Oh, there's the big space flower that's drawing all the astral energy out of Dana, which is the main planet that our characters are from. It's just this big parasitic space flower. Oh no, the M. Night Shyamalan. I can never say his name properly. What's she? Hopefully it's not another like The Village, because that's just ableist and just kind of boring.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollow.
You mean to tell me this whole world,
That's
the
fair.
entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
Yeah, I just haven't like actually given a shit about any of
This is what
them
the Great Spirit does.
at
After
all.
it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Yeah, no, that's
Back in
gross.
its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on
It is a cool
looking
word.
for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there.
Well,
Let's take a look.
I have some news for you. Have you played Final Fantasy 15? Oh. Oh, the red hair guy, his name's Dohalim. I don't know who his voice actor is. But Alphen, who is the main guy in like the white stuff, in the white costume, with the red cape.
So this is Rena. This is where
Okay.
everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate.
Yeah, Alphen here, his voice actor is Noctis from FF15. As far as the red-haired guy, Dohalim, I don't know who his voice actor is. But I'm sure a lot of the voice actors from these like big JRPGs like this kind of like go to other projects if possible too, so maybe he's from another big name one.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renin graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
Oh shit! I love that.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't
Who
be
makes
easy to hold a
Beastars?
spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
Like what company or like what like
Wielded astral energy
studio
once
makes
3 centuries
Beastars?
ago.
I've not watched it, so I don't
She
really
was
know.
possessing her thorns. Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if maybe it was like affiliated somehow with Bandai Namco because that's who makes the Tales of series,
They should be even more corporeal here.
which I know they
If
do a
that's
lot
the
of.
case,
I mean,
It should make them easier
like
to attack
manga
at
and
least.
anime stuff
And
too.
if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Yeah, I feel like with Bandai Namco having like this presence in like anime and manga and stuff, that they're able to kind of pick good talent from those kind of places for their games. So I feel like that's just a net positive.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything
Yeah.
turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like?
Yeah, that's
Is
fair.
that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Alright. Oh shit. He can taste when you're lying. That's amazing. I've never really watched much JoJo past, like, I think I watched all of Arc 1 or like 1 and then part of 2, and then I got distracted and then I just haven't ever gone back. Nothing really against it, just other shit entered my brain and has a stranglehold.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its
I
zenith.
bet it is.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we
Oh
didn't
yeah,
say there's
Dohalim's a
anything
fucking
wrong with
nerd.
dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Yes, Mom.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah,
Tangents.
they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
I love these skits.
It
It's
would
just like
mean-
extra stuff.
Just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Maybe meat.
Noodle.
Ah! Oh, what did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Jesus Christ.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Yep. Invisible line on the ground. Oh, that means it's mine. Fuck you. What we got over here? Just like a display of like the planet, or what was formerly the planet, because this planet is not exactly a full planet anymore. Oh. Hello.
Helganquil.
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
Oh, there's 6 of them.
Something off here?
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their
Oh.
own game.
Awaken and reach! Here I come! Swarm blade! Dragon swarm! On your knees! Be still!
Glacial spear.
Pierce Eagle! Illuminate the sky!
Burning blast! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Oh! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Not a chance! I'm not. I could do without
Oh.
this pain.
Oh, ow.
Now I can let loose. Now I can let loose. Shine! Radiant light! Boost of regeneration! Regenerate!
Yeah, these things hurt a little bit.
Can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
Here I come!
I was trying to do a dodge into the enemy so I could get the dodge bonus.
Now I can let loose. Dragon swarm! Eternal devastation!
Between heaven and earth.
Dragon swarm! Coming through!
Well, I got something off at least. I'm not very good all the time at fighting stuff, especially when they have this many like damage things to like.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Raging Cascade.
I'm in your deck, Dohani.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Not a chance! I'm not done! You're on! Easter! No further!
Radiant light. Searing flame. Real.
Dragon swarm!
Go. And do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Illuminate the
You're
sky.
mine!
Come here. I'm out of ammo. Chain between heaven and earth.
Here I come!
Now. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Take this! Fly! Dragon swarm!
Field. Here goes.
Dragon swarm! I'm ready! Look
Alright.
sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
Oh, now there's like critters in the hallway. All right. Critters. Big purple critters. Woo!
Brace yourself! This will resonate with the earth! Come one, come all!
These ones can run
Here I
rings
come!
around. Flame of fury.
Take this! No escape!
Damn it! Come back!
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, found is more
no further. Dragon Swarm!
You're meant to use Dohalim's little power bar left to God damn it! Wow.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Oh, well.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
This is the power of the blazing sword!
Yeah.
We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Renna. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Skits.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
Hoodle.
He said, without a doubt.
I'm sure that's exactly what he said. Oh, hey, there's some, like, centuries-year-old treasure here. Actually, let's... How are my items doing? I haven't really, like, thought about that. Well... Hoping at some point there's, like, a point in no return where I can save before it and we, come back after buying as many items as possible, because I can't imagine the final boss is gonna be super easy.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Oh.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
I owe you one. Take this! That bug is driving me mad. I owe you one. Negative gate. We got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours.
A chain between heaven and earth. Glacial spear. Whirling Gantio lightning.
Swallow blade.
Freeze lancer. You got company.
I'll blind you with Swallow blade. I'm ready.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Elton.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you. Here's
On
Queen
your fly. Swallow blade.
Oh.
Here I come. Fly. Swallow blade. Dragon form.
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore the pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Swallow blade.
Your style is beautiful.
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
Soaring light spear. Swallow blade.
By the power of do it.
Kisara. Commander of heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
Raging cascade!
Mirage. Slash. Dragon form. Slash. Swallow blade.
Wait, what am I hitting? Oh, it's just something invisible? Alright. That works. I guess.
Reinforcements?
Crush. Soaring light spear. River.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here I
Not can you take it?
Illuminate the dark!
Soaring light
Holy
spear.
quiver! Holy land!
Dragon form.
Between heaven and earth!
I'll face you.
A whirling Gantio lightning!
Commander of heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Illuminate the dark!
Spirits within the soil.
A chain between heaven and
Dragon
earth!
form.
A whirling Gantio lightning!
Do it. Totally. In an instant. Impact block. We were more. Here I come. I'm not done.
A whirling Gantio lightning!
Slash. Dragon form. I'm ready. We turn the tables more. Soaring light spear. Swallow blade.
Soil.
Dragon form. Slash. Dragon form. Slash. Dragon form. Take this. Swallow blade. Slash. Here I come. Kisara. Commander of
That was going for a while. I was just swinging and chopping and 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 swinging and chopping.
Now I can let loose. Cheating pile driver. Dragon form. Swallow blade. Dragon form. Come on. No escape. Slash. Swallow blade. You're mine.
Rude birds.
Swallow blade. Do it. Double me. In an instant. Impact block. Now.
Illuminate the
Here I
dark!
come.
Holy quiver!
You're finished.
Holy land!
Slash.
Chain between heaven and earth!
Spirits within the soil.
A whirling Gantio lightning!
Coming through.
Might as well use the last dregs of my overlimit to
Scarlet Inferno.
just do some more damage.
No escape. Swallow blade. Dragon form. Swallow blade. You're mine.
A whirling Gantio lightning!
I'm ready.
This ends
Shitty bee enemies, be gone. Oh wow, yeah, critical hits give me a lot of gauge back.
And in your deck, Gohan.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
The gust.
Okay, here I go. Here. I'm not done. Stalagmite.
Go! Back to the fray!
No escape. Swallow blade.
These damn birds.
Stalagmite.
Holy land!
Swallow blade.
Here! Between heaven and earth! Another arrow! A wailing sea of lightning!
Crush. No escape.
Divine savior!
Mirage. Dragon swarm. I'm ready. Go him. In an instant. Impact block. My turn.
Back into the fray!
Mirage. Darkness.
Oh, damn it.
Negative done. On your knees. Dragon swarm.
Between heaven and earth!
Flash. Swallow blade.
A wailing
It's over.
searing tempest!
I'm ready.
I don't know how many enemies there are, but we are definitely fighting them. Okay, that was all of them. Jeez.
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
Okay, we made it to the next
What
floor.
environment is this? There are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down instead.
You sound alarmingly serious when you say that.
Excuse me, bees. Meow. You know, we'll fight him.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Dragon swarm. Negative gate. Rending you off.
Insects should stay on the ground.
I never miss!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Dragon swarm.
Supernova!
Swallow blade. Take this. You're being toxic. Dragon swarm. Can you take it? Swallow blade. Swallow blade. Negative gate. On your You're mine. No escape.
Magic Kazam.
Dragon swarm. Dragon swarm.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you!
You're mine.
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Slash. Dragon swarm. Slash. Dragon swarm. Swallow blade.
Now!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Not a chance. No escape. Soaring light spear. We can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way. What about you?
Just watch and see.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself
Chop.
Glacial
not a
spear!
chance.
Pierce
I'll
the
face
evil!
you.
Do it!
Swallow
Gale
blade.
force! Freeze lancer!
My fists are crushing it out there.
Hey, these enemies are like level 40, like 52.
They're surrounding us! Fires have passed and
No
courses
further.
flame! Sharp here!
Or 50 or so.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here. Prepare to be sealed, O
In an instant. Impact block. We work well together.
like a finely timed waltz.
In here!
Soaring light spear. You're mine.
tables up.
There are still more left.
Right. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Piercing! In here!
Soaring right spear.
So I still had room to grow.
Oh, looks like we got some people with SP. I want that, but we'll have to see if I can get enough SP by the end of the game to get that. Let's see. I would like that, but I may have to adjust my expectations. Is there something else I'll be see if there's anything that'd be a little bit more useful. For law. Nope, not really sure. Some crystals up here. Pixie crystal. Sweet. Ooh. Let's see what we got next. Oh, that's a big one, huh? A big puppy. I'd like to see if I could split this little pupper off from the... Yeah, I want to split off.
Brace yourself. This one's tough. Okay, here I go. Take this. Dragon Swarm. Now I can let loose. Dragon Swarm. Swallow Blade. This one's all mine. No escape.
The fluidity of your movement.
Alright.
This ends now.
Yeah, if we can separate them, if we can separate off the the extra little puppers, I'll make this fight with this big thing a little less
Good form.
painful. We might not be able to separate them off. Nope, that's fine.
Brace yourself. This one's tough. Can't get out of this. I owe you one.
Oh, I actually hit both of them.
Begin. Take this. I'm not done. Dragon Swarm. Swallow Blade. Catapult. I'll blind you with the shadow. And you take this. Dragon. I've been hit with something.
So even a masochist has his limit.
Not feeling so great.
I've been hit with something. Whoa, you sure?
Incantation ruin.
Take this. Soaring Light Spear. I'll burn it all. Flaming Pillar. Fire.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
I don't know what I could do without you. I really don't.
Here, between heaven
Not
and earth.
today.
First aid. A whirling champion lightning. Here, flame of fury. Burning thrust. Water, hear my call. Where are you going? Water, hear my call.
Dragon Swarm.
Flood. Flame of fury. Burning field. Water, hear my call. Flame of fury. Burning strike. Raging storm. Whoa, will this help?
Send more of this and I'll burn out.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! There you go! Don't let up! Now! I'm not done! Swallow Blade!
I would prefer to not use a gel, but I kind of came into this fight with low CP, it looks like, so we're gonna need to,
Time to let it rip! They smite with situation! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Lightning Slash! Blow away! Burning Water! Hear my call! Coming through!
yeah. Just want to hit him with this.
Scarlet Inferno! Shine! Radiant Light! I owe you one! Lightning Raging Cascade!
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore the pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
A wailing Steel Lightning! Take it! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Gale Force! Being interrupted! Will this help? This one's all mine! Raging Cascade! This isn't ideal. Came between heaven and earth.
Ow. Xion, come on. Thankfully, she had a thing where she can survive on 1 HP sometimes, so. Oh, Hyper Beam! I love that! I love that Pokemon move.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too. This one's mine. Outstanding form.
Getting Swallow Blade!
Shining Supernova. Raging Cascade.
You're mine! Swallow Blade!
Into the shadows.
Forgive me.
Oh no, Renwell, not like this. Get back up.
It's my fault.
Lightning. Downfall. Lightning illuminate the dark. Into the shadows. Holy glitter.
It's too much.
Woo!
Time to let it rip! Elusive Deity! Coming through!
Yeah, I need to just immediately do that because I'm gonna get hit and die.
Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
In an instant!
Like a mini boss, basically. Which is fine, but damn.
Am I on a roll or what?
Was that just for this item box? It might have just been for this item box. It better be fucking good. A vest worn by a legendary dog renowned for its daggers. Oh my god. Is that fucking Rapide's vest from Vesperia? Excuse me, what? Ah, didn't I get like an outfit for it? Nah, that's unfortunate. That'd be really funny.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hold off on using a gel until we get to like the next like floor or whatever. Although there's probably gonna be a I didn't even realize there was this way down here. It's Bab, it's a big ass bug. See if I can get by it, because these things are not fun to fight. They have a lot of health and do a lot of damage, so if I can avoid getting into a fight with this one, I would greatly prefer it.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrecht 35 about it sometime.
Let's see what we got in here. Bunch of enemies. Ah, I see what's up going on there. They are guarding that treasure. I'm gonna make a run for it. Oh, well.
Bad
feeling about this.
Here I come! I can't kill you forever! These things really get on my nerves.
If we run away, the group should disappear.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
No, that works. Alright, thanks. Oh, well that was a good one to get. At some point I am gonna have to go buy more items just to make sure I have enough to get by. But I want to make sure I can get like a... Kind of like how with Dragon Quest VIII yesterday, I got through like halfway through that dungeon so I could unlock the shortcut back to like the second half of the dungeon.
We should think about eating soon.
Oh Jesus. Alright, well. Alrighty then. Well, I guess let's fight them because they just kind of poofed out of the air.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Not today! Take this! Swallow Blade! I'll take you all off!
Where are you going?
On your... Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
You're mine! No escape! Eternal devastation!
Will this help?
Blow away! This one's all mine!
Do it!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Take this!
Annihilation!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! No escape! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like it could be worth something. Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
Holy Cloak. It's either for Rinwell or it's yeah, it's for Rinwell. I was gonna say it's either for Rinwell or Dohalim because they kind of like both wear like, oh, he has capes, not cloaks. Sorry. Well, I got this big ass fucking bird thing. Well, let's run away.
Easy. Don't be such a pessimist. Will this help?
Everlasting Dock!
I can't hold on so long.
Oh, hello.
You do the careful. It has some kind of camouflage.
Yeah, we unfortunately end up using some SP anyway. But, you know what can you do? We probably would have used a lot more fighting that thing. I'd better use another orange gel. Blech.
This one will be difficult to predict.
In a bind? Here I come! Resonate with the earth! Lewis Gate! We got fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! You're mine! Bloody howling! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
They're surrounding us!
Strike! Swallow blade! Lewis Gate!
Damn it, come back!
Dragon Swarm! Lightning Throw! Soaring Light Spear! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Now!
Dueling! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Finally timed walks.
Soaring Light Spear! Bloody howling! Strike! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Hear my call!
Lewis
Between
Gate!
heaven and earth.
Coming through!
Hello, Marbelius. Thank you for the alert. Hope you're having a good day today. Or, well, better, hopefully, but, you know, talking is hard.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Here I come! Soaring Light Spear! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Gablam!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Did it fucking see me? No, I think it just was yelling. Alright, let's heal up after that. See, I'm trying to avoid this, big enemy, because they just, Oh, I think I see what I gotta do if I want to get by without fighting it. I gotta, like... Well, that was a lot smoother than I was expecting it to go. It was too busy turning around to see me, I guess. Ooh, heavy treat. Me too. Woo! It's doing the double-a-woo. Oh, there's some more Helgen Quill. Them and their, uncomfortable-looking... Deoxys-looking ass. Some goodies. Oh, we just healed. Alright, well, let's fight him, because we kind of have to.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Here I go! Rotating pile driver! Not today! Begin! The tempest engulfs you! On your knees! Shine! Radiant light! Pulse of regeneration! My turn! Allow me to help you! Being interrupted, I owe you one. Try harder! You're mine! Elusive Swallow Blade! Rotating pile driver!
Dragon Swarm! Tornado Drive! Try harder! The flame inside is good to be let free! I'm ready!
There we go.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Resonate with the earth! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Now! Bathed in blood! Raising you up! Bloody howling! Dragon Swarm! In the soil! Awaken and wreak havoc! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Not again!
Well, we just wholesale killed that one with the Mystic Art.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Yeah, if we're careful, I can use the their spinning blade attacks to get
Need to be stronger.
the dodge like interrupt, cancel attack kind of deals on them. Well, I guess we got to go through here. Oh wow, that's just a lot of rooms. Oh boy, just a big ass bug. Do I have to go that way? A bracelet increases the chance of enemies dropping items. Though handy, it'll still take luck to healthily replenish diminished supplies.
Hey, new equipment!
That'd be good for grinding, but we might end up having to do some of that to afford more items for the final boss situation. Oh yeah, it looks like they are forcing us to either fight or run away from this big ass centipede. Not centipede. What the fuck am I? My brain's like, that's a centipede. That's not exactly a centipede. I hate using these orange gels because they cost $3 grand a piece, but what can you really do when you're on like literally another fucking planet? Well, all right, bug. Let's fucking go.
Don't get careless.
Okay, it doesn't have a core for us to fight. By that I mean it doesn't have a core for us to break to stagger it. Let's trying to wait for our chart to charge. Oh, that was a good time. That was a lucky dodge. I was like,
I have no limits. Now I can let loose. Begin. Dragon Sword. Swallow Blade. Try harder. My turn. Dragon Swarm. Masterful dash. This one keeps on being interrupted.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Soaring blast. You're mine. Slash. Burn. I owe you one.
I'm sorry to trouble you.
Wind astral energy!
Okay, here I go.
Now you see what I can do.
oh, he had two hits.
Nothing gets by me.
Coming through. Ha! Now. You've used too much.
Here I go. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Don't suffer in silence.
Resonate with the earth. Dragon form. Stalagmite. Swallow blade.
Scream, faith, and blood.
You picked the wrong fight. Bloody Swallow blade. Dragon form.
Where are you going?
Dragon form.
Magic is
Okay.
Look sharp.
Like a mini boss almost. Like 99k HP, just thick bug.
Quite necessary when
Indomitable Gargantabone. Jesus Christ. Oh, these fuckers again. I'm gonna want to heal before this fight anyway, so let's do that and then use another goddamn orange gel. I'm going through so many of them. Getting through this place. We probably could have ran around them, but eh.
Really bad feeling about this.
I missed. I poorly timed that dodge, and I need to do it like right before I go to like.
Hold nothing back. Swallow blade. Dragon form.
Raging cascade.
Now I can let loose. Elusive deity. Raining slash. Coming through.
Maybe I can hit more than one enemy with this one since they're all really close.
Scarlet Inferno.
Will this
Now you're mine. Dragon form. I owe you one.
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Here I come. Front.
Annihilation.
Burn in hell. Swallow blade.
Now.
All right, now we can do that to kill that one off.
Consider yourself finished.
Oh, well, I guess that's the battle. The other one was died really close by.
I must keep striving. You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
Must be something really good over here if they have like just a cluster of fucking enemies.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Take this.
Well, I kind of was hoping to have more than one hit by that, but
Dragon form. Here I come.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Swallow blade.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Swallow blade.
Negative
You're mine.
A wailing dancing of lightning.
Lewis. Get it. Strike.
I'll heal you all.
Dragon swarm. Swallow blade.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you!
Flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Here's the evil.
Negative
Let's take
form.
you all tucked away. Freeze Lancer. Pain between your hands.
Slut.
A wailing dancing of
Dragon
lightning.
form.
Here's the evil.
Swallow blade.
Too back.
Stand back.
You're mine.
I'll trip it up.
Soaring light spear.
I definitely pressed the
No limit.
the command to do the falling attack.
I'm all stopped up! Mega Ray!
Blew away. Swallow blade. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Here I come. Swallow blade. Next. Not a chance. I'm not done. Soaring light spear. Resonate with the earth. Dragon swarm.
Watch your human.
To stop you dying?
That gummit ran out of crystals.
Here I come. Swallow blade.
Do it!
Kisara. Commander of heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Soaring light spear. Swallow blade. Dragon swarm.
Yeah, these strike things that keep doing, just like whenever they're available, just finish off the enemy.
That astral energy was incredible.
I
Ooh,
gave it everything I
grass. Of course it was grass. Oh, it's another one of these big fuckers. Bleh. 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 I'm trying to time it to where I don't have to fight either of these things, because they're just like very big and very strong. Well, I might end up having to fight or run away from the big dog. Dragon blood. Guess we're running for the entrance here. Okay, I was expecting them to be a little faster than that. Alright, cool. Well, let's look at that big pupper. It's like, I'm in the way, and you have to get past me. Technically, yeah, but I could just run away. That's probably what we're gonna do. Is get into the fight and just, like, run away. Hopefully I only have to go through this part of this dungeon like once, and I don't have to worry about coming back and having to get through that enemy or something like that. A rare plate.
I found.
Oh. Must be for you then. Yup. I don't think she's gotten an armor upgrade in a while, so that's nice.
Some equipment.
Yay!
Let me take a look at it.
A bad feeling about this.
Hunting anyone?
If there's a speed run of this game, there's no doubt in my mind they use something like that to like get by big encounters like this, just to not have to fight them. Up. Now I can get that one to walk that way, then I can go over and get the treasure before, without it really getting on me. Just need to make sure it's gonna go that way now instead. It's thinking about it. That or it's just standing there. Oh. I don't know if I broke its AI or not, but it's just standing there, so cool. Oh, jeez. Must be something good in there. Ah!
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my taste.
Up. Yeah, we're gonna just run. This fight is probably not worth our time or our healing stuff. Oh, well, I got hit. Oh well.
You got flyers.
I got this. Let 'em
You purchased a lemon cypress plant and managed to kill it. Well, if you're in Canada, I can imagine it's a little cold for maybe it was a little too cold for your plant there. Neki. Good morning, by the way. Welcome. We'll use some apple gels. Just shove apple gels in Alphen's mouth. It'll be fine. And then they want us to fight these. I don't know if we'll be able to run from these, but we'll try. Nope. Didn't think so.
It can hide itself? Spirit, amaze oil! Awaken and replay! Dragon Swarm! Okay, here I go! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Execution!
I'll heal you all.
Dragon Swarm!
Alright, so I want these Helgen Quills to be dead.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Ow! And it's just chasing me.
Too much! Dragon Swarm!
My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never.
Shine! Radiant Dragon Swarm! I couldn't make it in time. Coming through!
Oh, did someone die? Well, we do have this big, like, dragon bird poison thing to deal with, so.
We work well together. Like a finely timed waltz.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, my vulgar.
Oh, well, that'll explain why we got people taking a lot of damage.
Here, let me help.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Oh, jeez.
No more playing nice.
Dragon Swarm! Elusive
I never miss. Raging storm.
I can't take much more.
Oh, I was like, wait, what happened to our, what happened to all our healing stuff? And the answer is CP ran out. Whoops. In that case, let's use an orange gel and...
Be careful not to overdo it.
Woo! Let's use a treat. Let's give us a bit more, like, party-wide HP let back.
Stay away from my friend!
Hey, these enemies do not play around here.
Eat dirt! Regenerate! Swallow blade! The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible. Here I come! Slash! Dragon Swarm! I'm in your debt. Dragon Swarm! No! Can't get...
Well,
Here! Forgive me. This is my fault. Never...
this thing is not fun to deal with.
Dragon Swarm! Try harder! I'm being interrupted.
The frickin' big ass tongue swipe.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow blade! Soil! Awaken and re... I'll stop its tongue! You pay for that!
Shit. This thing is a mini boss in its own right. Pain in the ass, more like it. But now it's over limit. Because of course it is. Oh shit, I missed it using an art. Let's use like 2 orange gels just for this one fucking fight.
Here's a healing art.
That doesn't.
It's time to finish this. Die! Consuming wildfire. I'll heal you.
You're mine! Swallow blade! Heal!
Healing circle. I can handle it.
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
Oh,
All my secrets cause value destruction.
oh, I died. I was like, huh, what happened? And the answer is I died. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy life bottles.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Here I come! Allow me to help. Take this! Try harder! Not a chance! Resonate with the
Chain between heaven and
Swallow blade!
I've very infrequently used Panaceas this game.
Dragon form! Blackened blade! Black! Swallow blade!
It peed everywhere.
Dragon form! Coming through!
Alright, please go away, this weird
Now!
bird
Scarlet
poison
Inferno!
critter. Thank God. What a pain in the ass.
These bad guys really don't mess around.
Yeah, no kidding, Law. Like the understatement of the century. These enemies don't fuck around. They're not fucking any spiders. I'm gonna hold off on using a healing item until. Yep. That's what I was expecting. Alright, well, I guess let's see if we got enough stuff to deal with and survive whatever's gonna come next, because I have no idea.
What do you think this place was for?
Oh.
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
Oh boy, more
So what
crimes
you're saying
against
is that
humanity.
all of these are Danon? Or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
Crimes against humanity. Woo!
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
Yeah, it's an awful ominous that this area is like this. There's like just the big circle in the that's a fight arena if I've ever seen it. Are they all gonna get like mashed together in one big nasty homunculus? Let's find out. Let's find out what other fucked up shit's happening here. Oh, the from behind camera like that's. Oh boy! Oh yeah, this is fucked up. What in the fuck is this?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across it.
Oh my god.
Be careful!
I wasn't really wrong, I guess. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
What is with all the huge...
Well, I guess there's only one thing for us to attack, and it's the central juicy bit.
Pretty beasts lately.
It's no no ordinary dude. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself.
Oh,
All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Swallow Blade, this one's all mine.
Raging Cascade!
Flash! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Another here!
I'm not done!
Flame of
Dragon
fury!
Swarm!
Getting crushed!
Flash! Swallow Blade! Air Vector! Its head is weak point.
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Can you take it?
Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Swarm!
I like how its little head is spinning around.
Bloody holiday! Take this!
Here I go! How's this, Radiant?
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Annihilation! Dance in the radiant light!
Dragon Swarm! Masterful dash! Swallow Blade!
Oh.
Here I go! Chain between heaven and earth!
Tempest!
A wailing banshee of light in here!
Dragon Swarm!
Get on in there with the others!
Seismic Rupture! Tempest!
Illuminate
Here I come!
Magnificent
Swallow Blade!
Holy Land! One
This
more
one's
time!
all mine! Dragon Swarm! Seismic Rupture! The Tempest engulfs you! My turn!
Here, let me help!
Dragon Swarm! Flash! Swallow Blade! Ignite! Flash! Swallow Blade!
Holy Glimmer!
Flash! Air
Holy
Pressure!
Land! Here I come! Flame of Fury! That'll bring you down! Here you go! Mega Ray! Annihilation! Get on in there with the others!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Eagle Wave! Here I come! Swallow Blade! Flash! Resonate with the air! Swarm! Stalagmite! On your knees!
Oh, well, I didn't dodge that time. Woo!
Holy Land! Shining Supernova! Light Astro! Blah, 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 magic!
Catapult!
Holy
This one's all mine! Flash! Swallow Blade!
I'll heal you
You're
all!
mine! Elusive
Illuminate the dark!
Begin!
Healing
Soaring Blast!
Holy
I'm not
Land!
done! Burn in hell!
Chain between dragon and
You're
earth!
mine!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Glacier Spear!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow
It
Blade!
looks like you got this one covered!
Flash! Dragon
Here
Swarm!
goes! Go get Raging Cascade!
Howling!
Here in here! Fury!
Swallow Blade!
Glacier Spear! Here's the evil!
Here I come!
That's right! It's that time!
On your knees!
Jump. And...
Searing Flame! Raging Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! Chain between heaven and earth!
Swallow Blade!
A
Dragon
wailing
Swarm!
banshee of lightning!
They strike! I'm not playing! You're finished! You're mine!
Radiant Spear!
Lewis! Negative gate! Swallow Blade!
Raging Flame of Fury! Burning Thrust! Take
Swallow
Glacier
Blade!
Spear! Here's the evil! Raise the standing form!
Swallow Blade! Resonate with the earth!
Oh, well, I didn't dodge very well that time either.
Swallow Blade!
There's not really any good indication of when it's gonna actually land.
Swallow Blade! Radiant light! You'll pay for that!
Oh, Rinwell's dead. Shit. Well, wake up. Wake up, Rinwell.
That's gonna smart. I owe you.
You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me help. Raging Cascade! Take it!
Oh, its head's on the other side. Shit.
On there with the others!
Dragon
Now!
Swarm! Dueling! In an instant! Impact Frost!
A chain between heaven and earth!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Searing Flame! Reload! Torch Steel! Searing
Dragon
Flame!
Swarm!
Reload!
Awaken!
Wait now!
Dragon Swarm!
Searing Flame!
Flash!
Reload!
Masterful dash!
Let's use a treat, just because that'll get everyone pretty full. In case we get hit by it. Yes.
The enemy is going all out!
Oh, it's...
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Shine! Radiant
Here!
light! Force of
Let's get
regeneration!
you all to collect!
Regenerate!
He who prepares the freedom, forgive me.
Stay away from my friends!
Heaven and earth!
Oh, it just did like a little mini hop. Well, that's unfortunate.
A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine
Damn it, Dohalim, you died again. Maybe I should just wait until its thing goes away.
Look sharp, everyone! Shine, radiant light, force of the Okay, here I go.
Oh.
I'm alright. Still standing.
Oh. I didn't realize it was shooting something at me, yeah.
Okay, here I go. Sorry for trouble. Dragon form! That helps. I'll thank you. Elusive deity.
God damn.
No dawn shall break this night. Today. You're mine. Dragon form. They smite with blackened blade.
Illuminate the dark.
Dragon form. Execution. Dragon form. The solidity of your move.
Get on in there with him and flame of fury!
Resonate with the earth. Water. Thunderblade.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright. I'm gonna use that to keep our stuff high, because it's only got like 78k left, but that means nothing. Oh, it's jumping again.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best.
Another incantation
Oh.
ruined.
Just gotta take it just a big ass hit.
No more playing nice. Dance in the wind.
Such unadulterated fury.
Oh, well. Kinda wish you. Yeah, it's just gonna hop around a bit. I'm gonna let it finish what it. I'm just gonna let it get it out of its system. It's just stomping around.
Here comes the big one! Everlasting dark. Negative gate.
Sleep now.
Dragon form. Begin. You're mine. Elusive deity. Dragon form. You're mine. Ignite. Tornado drive. Dragon form. On your
Never get. Oh yeah, it's anime. They're busy. They're busy announcing their moves. It's about to do the hop. Whee! All right, let's bring Gohalim back to life so he doesn't lose out on XP, because this thing's about to die, I think.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Big, like, meaty abomination. You love to see it. It's got like 4 heads, like 10 legs. Fuck. They don't make them like that anymore.
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time.
A crab.
Not that
Basically,
there's
yeah, a
anything
crab.
now.
Carcinization in its purest form.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners.
Crab cycle
Furthermore,
affecting the
that
anime
enemy we
world.
just
You're
fought
absolutely
appeared to be
right.
composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohulum's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
Well, let's see. Who just had their thing? Who just had their... I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something. Oh, it was that. Well, sure, whatever. Is there anything else I should mark for you? Sure. Skits! Yay!
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
Oh, my coffee's probably
The
cold,
creatures
but that's
we've been
okay.
encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
Yeah, I figure that's just kind of like, especially on like Wednesdays and like the big stream Saturdays I do. It's just kind of, they're not nearly as serious and like brain more invested as Monday and Tuesday, which are like Dragon Quest and Tales of Days. So I'm more than happy just to have people on to just kind of shoot the shit while I'm playing just kind of mostly games like Hydroneer and stuff like that. So there's not like an awful lot usually going on that's I can't just like, hey, what's up? And shit. So I figured it's just kind of a fun thing. Let's see, is there anything around the corner? Anything around the corner? No, not there at least. Oh, there is something over here. I'm glad I decided to look. What we got? Pineapple gel. Well, that's worth 2 orange gels, so could be worse. I'm gonna hold off on healing my stuff real quick because there might be like it might be here that we get to go back, have a way back to go to the start. Maybe, or maybe they're just gonna keep dragging us along, and I'm just like, oh god, I'm running out of healing items. Anything over here? No, that's just part of the wall, I guess. Right. Yeah, last stream we got dropped like a bunch of just like lore bombshells. Like, since the beginning of the game, they would look up and see like the other planet, which is Arena in the sky. And, you know, it looked like, you know, a normal planet, but then when we got to space, we saw that the planet is like blown in like fucking half, and like it's only partially remaining. That's where we're at now, is that planet, and like this big fucked up like energy siphoning facility kind of thing. Ooh, it's red in here. No, I totally understand. Like as far as the as far as the guest thing goes, just let me know like what day you'd be interested in doing it on, and well, my stream times can't really change due to my job or whatever, but otherwise, yeah, it's like just let me know, like, on Discord or whatever, whenever you're ready. You can just hop right in. It's not, like, necessarily, you have to be here at 8 a.m. in suit and tie or you're fucking fired. You know? It's not like that. It's not meant to be stressful. It's meant to be just kind of chill and hanging out while I play stupid fucking video games.
Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
Oh, here's the I was just complaining. Oh, well, I need a teleporter to get back. Here's the one that lets us get back here. So we're gonna go buy items. I don't know if that's like before the final situation or what, but like, yeah, this place is. It's really cool, but this whole world is just fucked. Like it's in shattered pieces. Here's our fucking spaceship. And the rest of the world is just covered in like this like silvery goo stuff that all like life turns to when it's had all of its astral energy drained from it. It just melts into this like lifeless goo, and like this planet is just full of it because they destroyed their planet. And now they're trying to come after ours. Get fired from your stream and have to pack your things, fucker. Okay, so I had to fast travel here to get back, but that's fine. We are going to go to, was it this one? No, it was this one that sells, we're gonna go here. The council has decided your fate. The Bean Council.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I got my sad cardboard box with a little house plant, a frame photo of my current hyperfixation, and your microphone. Get your slimy ass out of here.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Law.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Why is that funny, sir?
Or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
I guess they're saying that he's like works out so hard that he shits himself.
Know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Uh-oh.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a
How she would break down, she'd be fucking crying. She's funny.
What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back.
Oh yeah, she's a mage. Being a little shit.
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess... it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but... I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Admittedly, these people have been traveling together for like a while, so like they're in each other's business very much so.
I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
would
I
be pretty
mean.
interesting.
Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Fuck, the thing about Shion there, the girl with the pink hair, is that she has a curse where like if anyone touches her, these like dark fucking thorns erupt out of her fucking body and like just cause pain to people. So yeah, she's had a rough life of not being able to like touch people. Kind of like an isolation kind of thing.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
See, I came here to buy items, but then all these skits showed up, so we're kind of here now.
There must have been something more.
And I do not skip
maybe. Question is
skits
that
because I like
still
the character
salvageable?
dynamics are like one of the
If
main
it's not,
reasons I
we'll
play
just
these
have to make
games because
something
they're
new.
just it's just so
No, not we. They've had enough foisted
in
on them
depth.
as it is.
You're right.
Dungeon Meshi kind of does
It's
that
time the
with some of
people
its
here had the
characters.
chance
It
to
would be
forge
funny
their
more.
own path. That's not to say it'll be
RPG
easy,
HR, it's like
but it will be worthwhile.
it's like you've only
These things take time to...
you've only killed like 10 slimes this year or this
Ambush?
afternoon. Are you feeling all right?
Sorry, there was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan.
We heard you were harassing your coworker for
Times
being
get desperate enough,
tomboyish.
I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
She's just like, oh fuck. Let's rest at the campfire here and
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure! You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
she looks so dead
This
inside.
outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
I never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and
She's
a
also got like
stout
her
heart.
back just open.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really
So
get
she
what
probably
you mean.
helps her vent the heat a little bit.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking
Sun's
it
out,
off,
guns out.
Right, Rinwell?
Buns out, fun's out.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Another skit, yes.
Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of
Just
yourself.
the risk of looking
You
good.
don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain. And then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look,
But
if
how?
you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings. And I
Her
made a
face
lot
like
of people
surprised
worried for
Pikachu
no
face,
good
like.
reason. That was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion.
He caught a case of the
It's
hetero.
too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
no, it isn't.
Yeah,
And
they
I
definitely have a case of the hetero,
definitely don't like seeing you get hurt
which
either.
is fine. Because they've been through a lot together.
We
It makes
can't
sense
expect
that
our
somebody you've been
enemies to
through a
show
lot
us
with
any
like that you
mercy.
might actually like.
I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
Another. Alright.
Hey, Alphen. Why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
You know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
But now that you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now. At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
Dude, just
I
like,
can most
I
certainly
crave
relate.
poison.
Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
I don't think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger the better.
I just wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
I like food that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
We all know you're a quantity over quality.
Give me that toxic
What
black
was that?
hot chip.
Nothing.
No kidding.
I lost my
Yeah,
train of thought.
previously, like earlier in the
You
game,
know,
he had this like
I've
mask
also noticed
thing
Shion's
on
not
his
really into the
face
same kind of food
that
as Renans
suppressed
are.
his pain
Could
and
be
memory
it's got
stuff
something to do with the way she grew up.
that was put on him by someone.
That's so me.
Because he was
Even when
sent
I was
down
little, I was
from
all
the
about food that gives me
one
strength. All meat,
from
all the
somewhere
time.
else like 300
And I
years
guess
ago, so he's
Kisara
like
is so good
old
at
as
cooking
fuck.
fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with
Like
fish
3
because it used to
centuries
be the
separated
easiest
from
thing
everyone
to
else,
get.
basically. But
When you work with something
he's just out
long
here
enough,
eating hot
it
chip
comes naturally
and having
to
a
you.
case of the
I
hetero.
like fish just fine. But what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same
And that lady's
thing.
just kind of like the mom of the group.
When you get down to it, I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived.
Okay, finally we're all out of the skits. Let's rest. What do I want to cook for this shit? We might be fighting, like, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie. Basically. Let's see. Defense up. Elemental attack up. Yeah, this series also has cooking. You have to get, like, ingredients, and then you can make recipes, and... Like, that chicken looks amazing. Kebabs, leaf-wrapped fish. This game also has fishing in it, too, funny enough, where you can catch fish. You can't do it from the very beginning, but like eventually you get access to like a fishing pole, and you can go to fishing spots and just fish up things to actually use in your cooking. And you can run around the maps and pick up like vegetables and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Hydrate. Hello, Gecko Duck. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna finish this coffee off because it's gonna just be cold. Hell yeah. And I'm gonna drink a little bit, chase it with some water because I probably need water. Funny enough that you mentioned that, at some point this next year, they're gonna be doing the Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life remake of the GameCube game. Hello! Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully I can be entertaining while you're at work, because I know work is not always very fun, so hopefully I can help that be just a little better. But yeah, like this year, Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life is gonna be coming out, and I am at. It's on site. That game has fishing, it has cooking, like it's farming. Like, oh, I pray for my soul. I could highly recommend the one that's coming out in June, because the one that it's based off of, Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, was a really good game in the series. So I could highly recommend that. I can't recommend too many of the other ones because I haven't really played too many of them. I played the Friends of Mineral Town remake they've done. That was pretty good, but let me make some food here. Probably just gonna make porridge because it's just defense, which is, you know, fine.
What do you think? Hopefully you all like it.
Oh, we got so many things to talk about with people. I'm probably gonna talk with Xion because she's like the, you know, secondary main character basically.
Xion, could we talk a moment?
Let's just stare at each
I thought
other.
you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
We used to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
To say the least. Hey,
Let's just grunt at each other.
do you think you'd like to make something together?
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together.
Oh, extreme
What did you think
hetero.
of it?
Ah, you wanna make something?
Dinner? Oh, dinner, yes. Yes, of course.
Jesus
Dinner.
Christ.
Right.
Dinner.
What did you think I was
My
talking
boy. This
No,
piece
it's
is what
nothing
all
to
true
worry
warriors
about.
strive for.
Anyway, what did you have in mind?
They're always
Well,
like, we need to
Do you
repopulate
recognize
the
these
earth.
ingredients?
This is... Wait, is this?
So you remember? That's right. We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together. Although I remember it not being well received when we had it.
You still remember that, huh? I'm sorry, Xion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen. I picked this recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah. So much has changed when you look back on it.
Funny you
Well, I
mention
guess
that,
maybe not what
because
we-
Alphen here, the guy with the white hair, he's
No,
voiced by
I'd say
Noctis.
That's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it?
Yeah.
It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Even after our battles.
I
are
love
done,
playing something
Banner
and like
saved
be
and
like, wait, I
missions
recognize
finished,
this person's voice, and looking up and
we'll
like, ah, I
probably still
fucking
be
knew
sitting
it.
down to dinner like this, night after night.
Yep, I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh no, not at all. I meant in
Aloof
a nice,
anime
warm
main
house,
man
one with a roof
tag
over
of
our
all
heads and a
time.
proper fireplace instead of an open campfire.
So I haven't played Final
And more
Fantasy
chairs
15.
instead of these logs.
I've just not.
Nice
I don't
plates
really
and
have a
silverware
connection to
on
the
a
Final
big
Fantasy
dining
like I
table.
do Tales of and
a
Dragon
proper
Quest.
kitchen. That'd be nice
But I'm
too.
sure it's a fine
And when
game.
it's time to fix dinner, We'll be in that kitchen.
Standing side by side.
I'm a little more side-eye at the 16
Looks like we
because
made
of
too
all
much.
the weirdness
think we'll
they've
be able
got
to
done
finish
with
all
making
this.
it, but
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake.
like, I'm
I'd
sure
really
people will
hate to
enjoy
have
it
to
anyway.
throw it away.
You know.
Side by side, huh?
Hetero, just pointing it, haha, straight.
I'm looking forward to breakfast.
I'm sure you are. Alright. Oh.
Did you get enough sleep?
Well, I don't really so much mind if it's like super beginner friendly because, I mean, if you do everything super hardcore, you're just not going to attract new people to it. So it's, you have to toe kind of fine balance of new and old and all that. Alright, sell things. Time to sell. Let's see, we've got chameleon hides. Not worth much. I guess I've got one of them. I'll hold on to that. Rending Titan Fang. Kind of avoided fighting some of the enemies up there in that one place because it's just there were a lot to deal with. Indomitable Gargantabone. Ooh woo. Let's see. What else should I sell? I can sell that. Let's see if there's any old armor I can sell. Yes. Oh, hey, when did I get that? Interesting. That's a new cape for Dohalim there. Let me equip that real quick before I forget, and then just like fucking sell it. That sounds like something I would do. Anything there? Is this all the other, like... I got a lot of this garbage. Yeah, I mean... Compared to some of the older Tales of games, this one's story is, like... better than average in some of them, but it's not like... It's not winning a Pulitzer Prize, that's for sure. But you know what? It doesn't really need to. As long as it's, you know, a good enough story that it's trying to tell, and... What's more important is that this game's combat is, like, the best in the series has had yet by a lot. It's pretty damn fucking good. Just selling all this, like, weird stuff. The combat's fun. Story's good. They brought back some of the stuff from the older games that was sorely missing in previous two that I've played. Especially with doing Mystic Arts and Overlimit stuff, because like if I recall, the previous game didn't have Overlimit, and neither did the one before that. They like it just wasn't a part of the gameplay anymore. And they brought that back, and when you're Overlimit, you do like take less damage, do more damage, and if you do certain things, you can do Mystic Arts, which are just really cool. Now in the previous two games in the series for this one, you could do Mystic Arts, but it was like jumping through fucking hoops and you had to like plan really far ahead, and it just was more tedious than I felt like it really should have had to have been. But not so much. Maybe I should actually go somewhere else to buy items. Wrong button. Let's go to one, I guess. We'll go here. This is a pretty good store. Pretty good store.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Oh yeah, this place has easily got like the best, probably the best, one of the best stores in the game. With buying life bottles, that's mandatory, because those let you revive. Let's see, heavy treats are nice. We already got 5 of them. Pineapple gels are good. And the previous games also removed the TP statistic. In this game, they brought it back in a similar form called CP, which stands for Cure Points. And they brought back like the tropical kind of gels like orange and pineapple, which these are like gelatin flavored medicine, like gummies basically. Fruit gummy. Let's see. Oh, that's like a... Alright, yeah, these lemon gels are probably the best value for, Gold. Do love a food good? Yeah, right? Okay, we're gonna spend a lot of money to buy lemon gels, because they're the best value for money to gels. I mean, peach gels are fine too, but, yeah, we'll buy those, and I'll probably stop buying... apple gels, because they don't really do much anyway. Like 400 HP is like fucking nothing at this point. Let's see. I can buy some more pineapple gels, or I could spend. Yeah, I think we're gonna max out orange gels because they're more useful in more situations. We'll buy one of these. And we got 4K left. I guess we'll buy a treat. There's a 1K heal across the party, which is pretty nice. So we got bottles, CP recovery, and heals. Alright, that's probably about as good as we're gonna really get for, we're gonna look at our ranch. I don't know if we need to look at our ranch anymore, but... here, have some more cows.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Yes, Mom, I'm sorry, but we needed items. Just for fun, let's... We can try going fishing real quick, so you can see what it looks like. Where was the fishing spot here? Maybe it wasn't here. Was it in here? Trying to find the fishing spot so I can just go fishing. Oh, well, there's one here. Good enough for me. And after we fish a little bit, maybe I'll go back to where we're supposed to actually be, and we'll see.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Oh, more skits?
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's
like
always
me for
worrying about
real.
something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Dahnan uprising in Calaglia, the crown contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly?
It called your whole ass
I
out.
always
It's like,
sort of
oh,
tip you as
so you're a fucking
A
fool.
likable dolt?
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
More skits.
Hey, Kisara.
I wonder how many
what's your
skits I've
secret
just
for
not
putting up
seen
with
because I don't
Gosling?
really go
I
back
don't
to
know how
places
you
too
managed to
often.
deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his
He's a
own
theater
voice,
kid.
that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He is a musician.
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia, though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone
You
try
should
to
eat
impersonate
more
that
veggies.
on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's
You should eat
probably
more
never
fucking
had anyone to
vegetables.
speak to on an equal basis.
Vegetables.
It wouldn't
The
surprise me.
vegetables you
Having
need to
you guys
consume.
around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is. Oh. You know, don't you think we're running a little low on food?
Oh yeah,
Guess
she's
we are.
really into
Looks like there's a
fishing.
place to fish over there.
Oh, what do you know? I'll go catch us some dinner.
You could have just said you wanted to fish.
Thanks, Mom. Let's fish. Like she's got like an open back freaking
I hope we catch something
armor
decent.
on her armor.
Indeed.
Like no wonder she doesn't
Hungry
get
bellies
too
are
hot.
counting on this.
Hungry bellies are counting on it. Oh, let's see how badly I do. I haven't fished in a minute. Oh, I had the real one in, I think. Yeah.
Is this what I think it is? Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh. Ugh.
I get it. Oh, I haven't done this in a minute. You can probably tell.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
That's funny. That's interesting.
Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
I wonder if they like if this was inspired by. I don't know when this. Don't know when this came out compared to 15. I think 15 might have came out sooner. So I don't know. That is interesting that they're like the same. But yeah, that's fishing. I'm not very good at it, and I've not really had to do it too much. Excuse me. Well, look who it is. Someone you think need to ask? Actually, I'm good. I was just kind of shocked by your hat. Oh yeah, it definitely was inspired by them. This I think this came out in like 2020 or some shit like that. Like it's been out for a minute. Like 15's been out for a minute compared to this game.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Alright. We're gonna drop a save here, and then I guess we're gonna see what's up ahead. Actually, I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast before we get into that, so I'll be right back. Yeah, time is a fuck like that, ain't it? It's like, oh wow, that came out in 2016. You're like, holy fuck, that was like 7 years ago.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
Oh, don't remind me. I'm like crumbling to dust in real time. I graduated high school in like 2008, and I'm like talking with a coworker like, oh, I graduated in like 2016. I'm like, ah. I'm just like crumbling in real time. Like somebody's like stabbed the painting that's kept me young, and I'm just aging rapidly. Oh, what the fuck is this? Probably have to fight it. It looks a little fucked up. Looking a little fucked up, bud. We can technically flee from it, but you know what? Screw it. Let's fight it.
This one's tough. Okay, here I go. Swallow blade.
This is gonna need all of us together.
Back into the fray.
Aim for the weak
Within the
spot.
sky is mine.
Negative gate.
Oh, you've got a little crystal, don't you? It's a little harder to hit that than...
You're mine. I'm not done. Try harder. My turn. Here I come.
Outstanding form.
Soaring light speed.
Here's evil.
Take it.
There you go. Don't let go.
Eternal devastation.
Divine.
Blow away. Dragon swarm. Coming
Charge like
through.
that could easily be faced.
Just as well,
No.
I'm here to stop.
Scarlet Inferno. Shine. Radiant light.
Well, this thing's got a lot of HP. How much HP? Could be worse.
Perhaps now isn't the time.
Alphen, you got a bad case of the hetero mid-fight. Can you not?
Dragon swarm. They smite with dragon blade. Take this. Strike.
Will this help?
Dragon swarm. Swallow blade. Dragon
That'll bring you
swarm.
down.
The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
Dragon swarm.
Here, let me help.
Swallow blade.
Oh, it's over limit. Enemy's gonna go over limit too, which is scary. In older Tales of games on harder difficulties, they can as well. And they usually get new attacks and shit too, and it's terrifying. Like, I played Symphonia, which is like the 5th Tales game on the hardest difficulty, and oh my god, that was, what a time to be alive. No. Okay, it's over when it's done, and it's doing its little spinning thing.
Here's a healing arc. Illuminate the darkness.
Now I can let loose.
Holy
Swallow
water.
blade.
I can do this all day. By the
Be
power
still.
of water.
You're on. Dragon swarm.
Damn it, come on, no! It ran away before I could do my Mystic Art.
Our arc is being interrupted. I must remember my limits.
Dragon swarm.
Wait, did he get frozen? What? That's a thing?
I'm not done.
Here's the evil. Between heaven and earth. Freeze laser. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine
Try harder! My turn!
Searing flame! Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll heal you all!
Be still! Here I come! Elusive Deity! Mirage! Eagle Ray!
I'm just gonna sit in the healing circle and get. Ow.
In the soil. Stay away from my friend! Dragon! Swarm! Swallow Blade! Masterful! Try harder!
Here's a healing arc!
Flaming Thrust! You're mine! Soaring Light Spear!
Lightning orb!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind! Air
Be
drop!
still! Catapult! Here I come!
Now!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
That was fun.
It was a close thing.
A little difficult, but those big enemies tend to be kind of like mini bosses anyway, so it's. What level are we anyway? 47. Oh, rocks. I like rocks. And in one of the games I'm playing, Shadows of Loathing, I am a geology major, which means I'm like a psychogeologist. So I can understand the thoughts of rocks.
They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or
Yeah,
just the way it is
kidding.
anyone's guess.
If that's
Just turning
true,
into dust.
then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that
It's
off.
like the spirit bomb.
I know it's a long shot, but it
Lend
might
me your
work.
energy.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renis Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renis Alma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Yeah, like her.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Yeah, these evil vines with the crystal spirit flowers. Pretty fucked up. Oh, look at these little guys. Rah! They're just yelling. Same. Oh, they're chasing me now. Oh, Jet. Oh, Astral Sloth.
A really bad feeling about this.
Just like me for real.
Water, hear my call.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
This one isn't normal. Me too.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it. You'll soon see about that. This one's mine.
Damn it. Little bastards keep casting that that art that just gets me stuck in place. Oh, Jesus Christ, fine. I'm just gonna do this.
Scarlet Inferno! Now, you're mine! Swallow Blade!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Damn it. I hate casters. Fucking nerds. Come here. Blah 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 magic.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you. In here.
Swallow Blade! I'm ready!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. Now, here I come! Swallow Blade! Dragon Sword! Swallow Blade!
This ends
Yeah, these finisher things just kill the enemy. So they're a nice way to kind of finish off an enemy, and then right after you kill an enemy with that, you can press like the attack button to kind of like zoom over to the next enemy. The combat flow in this game is unreal. It's so good. Best combat in the series so far. And I'm excited to see where they go from here. Like, the future of this series is... I'm excited for it. And these things are are a little fucked up, aren't they? Usually they're a little slow, so I can just kind of go around them. Versus the CP cost of arts. In long drawn out fights, it can give the wearer the crucial edge they need to win.
Looks like some solid equipment.
That is... No, not that one. That is 100% going on you. Your thing is really outdated anyway, so yeah. So that'll make her healing circle and stuff cost a little less. I'll take it. Speaking of which, about to do it. Maybe it's only in battle. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Alright, so... We're saving the pineapple gels for whatever monstrosity we had to fight. We'll use I'll do orange gels one at a time as we need them. To keep us doing healing stuff. I said they're slow, but I almost got because the angles in these like doors are kind of weird. They can just go through the door. No shit, right? They're kind of small. Don't really want to deal with this like lizard thing. Not fun to fight whatsoever. Quite the contrary, very much not fun to fight. Because they like scoot around and spit poison and they just take a lot to kill. Oh look, there's another one. Is it guarding the treasure? Mostly just trying to get in this room. Oh, sweet Jesus. Really? They're like, this is our treasure. Probably get these little dudes separated at least.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Dragon Form! Lightning Thrust! Fluid Kick!
Hear my call!
Stop! Hold nothing back!
But they're
Dragon Form!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Dragon Form!
I'm just trying to get this one's combo thing filled out. So I can kill it and then zoom over to the other one.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle!
And then we can do that and then probably just end the fight.
Scarlet and...
Yep. Oh, that's a sick ass way to fucking end fights. Just
This is the power of the blazing sword!
ominous eyeball. I don't know if I want to actually fight these. We're gonna engage them and then probably just run away. If they'll let us. Yeah, let us run away. We'll just do that
One will be
because
difficult to predict.
these things remind me of the big demon at the start of Dark Souls 1, like the big just the big ass. It's like yeah, there's those are a little, well, yeah, we can just do that and then a mystic crest. A crest that reduces the casting time for astral arts. It's coveted by astral artists of all kinds for its application with every variety of art. Oh, I know who's getting that. You just have like a poison charm, which unfortunately gives you like 200 HP, which is really good. But just having less art cast time is probably better overall. %? Okay, fine. I'll take the max HP cut for that. Okay, and we'll wait for this like demonic like frog, lizard, bird, dragon to turn around, and then we'll run through to the next room. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Ditto. It's always nice seeing you. Always nice chatting with you. I'll probably end up doing another stream of this next week just because I only got like 27 more minutes to play. And if we're like right before the last boss, I'll just like save it for another time. Or not just another time, but like next time. So that we can have like a big like, yeah. Oh yeah, these little ones are a bit faster. But, alright, well.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
It's a duel of the elements. Lightning! Downfall!
Blind freak! Why can't they just sit still? Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Splash! Dragon Swarm! Splash! Dragon Swarm!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops! Now! You're mine!
Radiant Pierce!
Air pressure!
Which coincidentally, that means that next week will probably be the finale for Dragon Quest VIII and for this game.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Lightning Conductor!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
make for a very climatic week.
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
All right. Oh, yep, I was gonna say we're taking the elevator.
Airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Why'd you heal me?
I'm ready.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here I come.
More Sucrals?
Keep calm and take them down.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Got it.
Well done.
You're mine!
One more.
Begin!
Do it.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now the flame inside me yearns to be lit.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Take it! Soaring Light Spear! Mirage!
You a bloody
Dragon Form!
Air blast! I can do this all day.
You're finished!
Damn it.
You're mine! Flash! Dragon Swarm! Flash!
rotating pile driver.
I'm not done! Flash! Try harder! My turn! Blue Escape! Dragon Form!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elton.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Spear! Flash! Dragon Form! Lightning Thrust! Soaring Light Spear! Mirage! You're mine! I'm not... Dragon Form! You're finished! Great! Next! My turn! Shine! Radiant Light! Take this! Blue Escape! Soaring Light Spear! Be still! You're finished!
Thank you.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth! Blue Escape! Mirage! Take this! Lightning Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance! Blue Escape! Soaring Light Spear! Mirage! Be still! You're finished! Soaring Light Spear! Flash! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Mirage! Here I come! Flash! Dragon Swarm!
I have some skills that make sure when I do a crits, I get more AG back. Which means I can just keep combos just going for a long ass time.
It's over! You're mine!
Being interrupted.
I'm not done!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Strike! Soaring Light Spear!
Everlasting dawn.
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock! Resonate with the earth! Here I come! Strike! Soaring Light Spear! Be still! Here I come! Slash!
I think this is like the last enemy because we're just focusing the shit out of this poor thing. Oh no, there's still another one. Just running on fumes, just trying really hard to finish that enemy off.
Say no more.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Jeez.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Well, let's see what happens next. Big dude doing big dude things. Ooh, an elixir. Yum yum. Look at these goofy ass flowers. Can I like dip and duck through these enemies? Looks like I was able to. Alright. I wasn't expecting to actually pull that off. That's a dragon, huh? Yeah, probably. Well, I guess let's see what's in here before trying to get past the dragon. Treasure, it looks like. And more Helgen Quill. You know what? I mean, I'm looking to not like finish the game until, oh, Jesus Christ, it just. Oh, shit. Well, if I'm gonna have to get into a fight anyway, I need more CP anyhow. I'm gonna get ambushed here, aren't I? Huh. Oh, maybe not.
Thus our strength yet grows.
That might be worth putting on Alphen finally. Like, I've had like the same like thing for like the longest time, but that might be good enough to Oh, I've already had one. Well, he doesn't even have an accessory. What the fuck's wrong with me? I don't see any reason not to go on that. Run! Oh god! Okay, we managed to not get into a fight with them. It would have been fine if I did, just because I'm not looking to like end the game just yet. So I've got to I've got some ways to go anyway. See if I can sneak behind this dragon though without touching its fucking big ass hitbox. Kind of lucky I managed to avoid those two enemies and the big dragon too, because those seem like they would have been a bit of a ask to deal with. Yep, this is very fitting for a final dungeon. Even if it's just like a dungeon crawl straight through to the end, that's fine by me. Berseria had a very confusing final dungeon. Which is fine too. The music was at least a fucking baller. Banger ass music in that game. Banger ass everything Berseria had. Combat system was the best yet up until then too, so it's like, yeah. Alright. What are we dealing with here? Little screaming assholes. Well, if we can activate the blazing sword before they get in touch with us, maybe they'll like reset back to their position and we won't get into a fight with them. Oh, yep, that looks like that's what happened. It seems like it kind of considered us not like in the world anymore briefly. There's a lot of stuff here. Ooh, a platinum chunk. Well. Well, I guess this is a way to kind of farm money if you don't really feel like grinding enemies, because looks like you got some platinum chunks here. All right, so we managed to avoid the little flappy dudes. Oh, we're gonna have to just like run away. Get the enemies to reset. Excuse me. Their AI seems a little weird. Like, if you manage to, like, run away and hide from them, it seems like their AI just kind of breaks a little bit. All the better for...
putting up a real fight.
All the better for me.
Show how important this place is.
'Cause, yeah, like,
Perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
excuse me.
Wide out here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
Yeah. Oh, hey, a story thing happens here. Hopefully it's not something too important. Shit. I can't imagine. I'm gonna use another orange shell just in case.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifying.
Oh, Renwell's doing something.
After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
Nope, well. What's up, Great Spirit?
there was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed.
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
Me
I'm
too,
sorry.
bitch.
I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted. Like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
Well, it's 54 after, so let me see. We're gonna see what's... oh, there's a skit.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danon and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Let's see what's next, but we're very likely going to be saving and stopping very soon. Yeah, we'll save here. Thankfully we can just do that. We can just save wherever, within reason. Alright. And we'll continue. We have livestock that has reached maturity. We'll continue this next week and probably finish things. Make sure I saved again. I'll just double check. Alright, cool. We already saw that in the beginning. We don't need to see it again. I would love to, but, you know, it's just extra. Alright, quit game. Alright, so that is going to be the stream for today. Thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out with me while I play one of my special interest kind of series. It's fun to say that. But tomorrow, we're going to be playing some more Hydroneer, which is very unserious compared to like this. It's like just day and night how serious it is, because we're just growing plants and making soup and giving it to very uncanny, weird villagers to get us some money. But yeah, that's going to be tomorrow at 8 Central Standard Time, 8 a.m. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please tune in and give me some more company. I always appreciate it. Let me do the stream and thingy here. Yeah. So tomorrow will be some more Hydroneer, and I am going to be able to do a big weekend stream this weekend on Saturday. So we'll be playing like 3 separate games if time allows, and just be streaming most of the day. So also, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in tuning into, that'd be Saturday starting at 8 as well. And I'd appreciate your company. I understand if not, though, life's busy, and I appreciate your time that y'all spend here. Speaking of time, it's 10:58. Let me see if... Oh, I had someone's stream open. Let's see, who's live? I might just raid... Yeah, we're just gonna raid the person I still had the stream open to, because he's part of the stream team I'm part of, and he's just a cool dude. And he's playing a Pathologic, the alpha for Pathologic, so... Yeah. So, I am going to end my stream, and we're going to be raiding into Diddy Dragon 7. Thank y'all so much for coming by and spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.